Thank you very much. I will hold my talk about my dissertation project, and it's about argumentative competence in the context of TikTok, and I will show you how we can model these competences and how we can diagnose them. First, a few words about myself. I'm a fellow in a doctoral program, Mitsprache, Mitbestimmung durch Sprachgewalten, which roughly translates to co-speech, co-determination through the power of language. And my PhD topic is the diagnosis of argumentative competences in social networks, and these are my contact dates. I will talk about three things today. First, about argumentative strategies in opinion-forming videos on TikTok. Secondly, I'll talk about a model I created to see these competences, and then I will talk about the development of a diagnostic tool based on the model I created. I'll just give you a very, very brief introduction to the research field, because we already heard all about TikTok as a research field in the last 2 days. Just now we have here the opportunity to come to a new discourse field, which we can use to present hypotheses about and implicit and explicit arguments in favor of a certain topic. And I will call this video henceforth opinion forming. So when I talk about opinion forming videos, it's about videos who use argumentation strategies. And I also just give a short look on the focus group of my research and of this talk, because you see the main focus group in Germany of the TikTok users are between 16 and 29 years old. So the main focus of this platform is teenagers and young adults. From these I had 3 basic research questions. First, what argumentation strategies are used in influential videos on TikTok? Then, what skills are needed to assess the argumentation strategies contained in these videos? And how can these competences be diagnosed in middle school students? The last questions, which follows directly from these, I will not answer today, because this is a follow-up research, and but it derivates directly from this, so I included it on this slide. Due to the early election of the federal government in Germany, I chose to create a new TikTok account after the last government fell, and to have a picture of this time period where we have the election campaigning and until 2 days after the election. And for this I created a new TikTok account and saved every video on the For You page to create a prototypical For You page where we can derive these videos from. And then I trained the algorithm for German opinion forming videos by watching these twice and write the comments on these videos. And very quickly I got a very far-right political algorithm, so I got very much videos from the German party AfD, which is we can say it's a right populist party in Germany, and it's quite successful on TikTok. And because I came to the conclusion that most of the opinion-forming videos are politic, I included the research term Bundestagswahlen 2025. And also because I didn't want just to have right-wing videos, I also included the search term Karen Lai, who is a famous politician from the left party who was quite successful on TikTok as well. So I have a wider spectrum on the political views in these TikTok videos. And after the election, I also included the parties CDU, SPD, Grüne and Linke, who won the election apart from the AfD. so that I have a research field for these corpus, and this resulted in 62 influential and opinion-forming videos, which I downloaded and analyzed. And I analyzed these by creating two analysis categories. First, the argumentation structures, and secondly, linguistic markers who came up in these videos. And the argumentation structures are based on the Tillman model of argumentation. As many of you will maybe know it, it's a standard model to analyze argumentation schemes, and it's very much used in the educational studies as well. So it's a good starting point. We have their first claims or conclusions, which structure the argumentation in the videos, then the ground on which the claims are based on, warrants, backings, rebuttals, but also I added self-disclosure here as a category, assessments and requests. And for the linguistic markers, I here used rhetorical questions or questions in general, irony or sarcasm, or metaphors or figures of speech. And I have an extra category for hate speech, which is here meant in a way we use the German term sprachliche Gewalt, but it's more like linguistic violence, and it's more like a category in which includes the other categories as well. For like it includes racial slurs, for example, but also maybe irony or sarcasm. And I have an example for you in which I analyzed, and this is a video from Maximilian Croix. We already saw a screenshot of this in Andreas' presentation. I will show it to you. I like to distance myself from this very far-right prediction, and it's maybe for some background, there was a knife attack in Zollingen in 2024, and this is we can watch this as a very cynical comment on these, and I will just show it to you very quick.
Möchtest du, dass wir alle verstimmen aus Deutschland?
Ach, das ist eine gute Frage, die du mir da stellst, oder?
Du weißt schon, was sein Messermetier das?
Ich denke, Männer haben keine Angst vor Messer, auch nicht in Solingen. Es gibt Leute, die müssen raus.
Hast du was gegen Ausländer?
Wir haben seit 2013 8 Millionen reinbekommen, von denen immer noch viele nicht arbeiten und keinen Bock auf Arbeiten haben. Gegen die habe ich was.
Wie stehst du zum Islam?
Ich mag Leute, die eine Religion haben. Aber ich mag nicht, wenn man anfängt, seine Religion dafür zu benutzen, um andere Leute in die Luft zu sprengen.
Du hast Präsident Erdogan gelobt. Wieso?
Vergleichen die Türkei vor Erdogan und jetzt. Dann muss ich sagen, eine großartige Entwicklung. Der Mann hat eigentlich fast alles richtig gemacht.
Was denkst du über die Türkei?
Erstens, wir sind geschichtlich immer Freunde gewesen. Zweitens, wenn wir wollen, dass es unseren Ländern gut geht, dann müssen wir zusammenarbeiten. Beim Bad ist es graviert.
Yeah, so much for this. I have here a transcript and I translated it for you. So, and I will mark up the analyzing categories here for you. So first we can see we have here a lot of rhetorical questions or real questions, so we have a dialogue structure here and like a staged interview situation. And then we can see there are three basic claims. First, there are people who have to get out. President Erdogan has almost done everything right, and Turkey and Germany should work together. And I will show you the rest of the argumentation based on the first claim. So we have some ground here for there are people who have to get out. He refers to we have 8 million foreigners come in since 2013, and many of whom still don't work. This is I don't fact check it, but I guess it's not right. But this is it's presented as a fact here, so it's the basic ground for this argumentation. We have some backing here who evaluates the ground even further. So here it's in the form of very cynical comments on past terror attacks, like the attack in Solingen I told you about, or other Islamistic terror attacks were here used and instrumentalized for his propaganda. Then we have here the self-disclosure. He often talks about, I have something against them, I don't like it, I like when people have a religion or something like this. And this is very typical in these populist political videos, that we have a lot of self-disclosure here and anecdotic advice. And then also, in addition to the backing and to the ground, we have some assessments here. So these are not presented as facts, but as his opinion. But it's also has the same function as the ground here for the argumentation. Last but not least, I marked up some linguistic markers here, like we have here very popular figures of speech, like you have a knife in your throat, or by the barber's beard, who puts the video in a more comical place, but also it's quite cynic if we remember the background of this video. So, as we have seen these argumentation structures, and as we have also heard in the talks before, TikTok is a multimodal discourse platform, so we can't assess the argumentation skills of the receptive argumentation skills of students based alone on these argumentation structures, but I created a model which has 5 dimensions of argumentation competences here. And first we have the structural competences, then the contextual competences, then media competences in general, then linguistic expressive competences, and derivated from this social communicative competences, and I will explain these competences now. And I based this model as well on my video analysis and on models in German language didactics and philosophy didactics who are currently working for argumentation didactics here. So structural competences include first the structure of the video, such as local and global organization structures, as well as superstructures or general specific structures. And we saw example for the argumentation structures earlier. So this is the other category here. And we have here, it is very large references to basic models of reading competence. Also by identifying arguments and structures in the comments. Secondly, we have first the contextual competences. So this is about the trustworthiness of a video. So, and it's about assessing videos in their context and checking, for example, by checking further posts of the account, or checking the captions or selected hashtags to assess how trustworthy a video is. Media competences refer to general knowledge about video formats, such as the use of music or design elements like the color scheme, but as well as platform-specific knowledge like stitches or the reply function, we already heard it. And it also refers not only to the video making, but also as general platform knowledge, just as how the algorithm works, which video will likely be popular on TikTok. And last but not least, we have here the linguistic expressive and social communicative competences. And while the linguistic expressive competences are about verbal markers and also non-verbal and verbal cues who evoke emotions in these videos, as well as symbols and images, the social communicative competences are more about adopting the perspective of the video maker and interpret the video as a communication process, and asking what is the intention of the video, what is likely the effect of this video, and what are possible reactions to this video. To test the competences I showed you in the model before, I'm developing a diagnostic tool for middle school students, and I recently constructed the items of the test, and now the first pilot study will start this spring. And it's structured, it's a digital tool, and first the students have to select the opinion forming videos. I show them 25 videos, and they have to select which of them they will define as opinion forming, and then they have to justify their assessment. And the justification is based on the model I recently showed you. So we have questions to the structural justifications, as well as to the contextual, and also to the linguistic, expressive, and social communicative reasoning. So we have all the 5 competence dimensions in the diagnostic tool as well. The items have a range from open to closed items. So first there are many free text questions like, why do you think this video is opinion forming, give reasons, or how is the video structure described? And then we go to more closed formats like multiple or single choice items. So we can have the spectrum of the skills the students display in the test. The intended use of the diagnostic tool is for teachers, so it's implemented on the digital platform Moodle, and it's released for teachers, including guidelines for the test implementation, as well as guidelines for the evaluation of the test based on a detailed standardized set of expectations, so they can assess the results of their students. And in a further research, it's also planned that we want to suggest support measures for middle school students, so based on the test results, but this is a further research. Yes, these are my references. Thank you very much, and